It's a very long-term process, I think, to be fair. There's such a fundamental distrust, not so much of the banking industry, I don't think, but of bankers themselves. And I think that really goes to the heart of it. The bankers themselves have to be the ones who drive the change in the way that they act. The banker's oath is going to be a very important building block for CivilisedBank to embed the ethical behaviour in the DNA of our activities. Measuring something as subjective as ethics is very difficult. It's not like a ratio that you can measure, and that's something which banks like to be able to do, but you clearly can't do that in terms of something ethical, which is rather more a subjective concept. What you can do is build into your appraisal processes and performance processes ways of, through peer group appraisals, through feedback from customers and other third parties, you can feed back into the appraisal process the measurements of how you believe your staff have performed in an ethical way or not. And that will be something which you would have as part of people's key performance indicators, and it could also influence, to some extent, their remuneration as well. Particularly perhaps in terms of the benefits they may or may not receive as a result of the level of ethical behaviour they demonstrate. We spend quite a lot of time within CivilisedBank in trying to develop what we call the civilised way. And in the end we came up with some really quite simple concepts. And it's all really about trust, about honesty, transparency, caring for your customers, caring for your staff, your fellow staff. These are simple concepts, ones which people grasp very easily when you set them out as being principles by which you would like them to act. And we're very pleased that the civilised way that we have developed matches so closely the banker's oath, because we can then marry together the banker's oath with the civilised way, which is the way we want CivilisedBank to function. Fundamentally, we believe this is the way that we should be dealing with our customers, but most importantly, it's the way customers want to be dealt with. And therefore, acting in a civilised way in our terms, adopting the banker's oath, we believe very strongly, and a lot of market evidence would back this up, will show that customers will be more likely to be attracted to a bank that adopts these types of business approaches, and therefore there is likely to be a business benefit to us from acting in an ethical way. It will attract more customers, and that is clearly something which will be to the benefit of the bank and its shareholders.